Hey everybody, welcome to the Throwback Thursday GMG channel. Hey boy, howdy. Why am I doing this? Well, this is a brand new YouTube channel associated and sort of parented off of the GMG main channel because in 2025, the YouTube algorithm has now changed. Subscriber counts don't mean anything. View counts don't mean anything. You only get pushed in the algorithm, which means succeed financially and are able to keep doing this. If your content is of one type, I don't even know if this is going to work for this channel. But I have 4,000 videos, of which over 200 are out of print, small print, and just classic tabletop games under the hashtag Throwback Thursday logo. So in this hashtag Throwback Thursday episode, you're going to get to go through all 200 of those, which you've probably never seen if you're relatively new to the channel. They are old. But you mean some of these games are 20, 25, 30 years old anyway. And there'll be separate playlists. We'll be reposting the old content, syndicating it all with this header. So you can go back in the algorithm and hopefully you guys can see it for the first time. So sit back, relax, enjoy some old school content, old school miniatures, and watch me and my friends dig up games that you probably never even heard of. And we'll be back with this every Thursday, probably until the end of time, because there's so much of this, as well as entertaining you with new series. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 1 of Damned 25. This is the 25th anniversary of Mordheim. I'm going to be doing this all year. And if you haven't checked out what this is and what it's about, go up in the cards and you can see the intro video of what this crazy idea is of what I've gotten myself into.
We got us into
you just said you want to play a game this week, and
I put Mordheim in the list, and you're just like, that one right there.
And then I took it way too far. I took it way too far. I set a bunch of rules around it. I made a bunch of arbitrary restrictions for myself, and basically committed to playing every Warband from the Mordheim initial range launch in 2024 to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Mordheim. I'm an idiot. I've gotten myself in way too deep, but it's too late to back out now. Yep. So what we're doing to kick it off is you and I are playing the first series of 3 games with Undead and my Human Mercenaries, so Middenheimers.
Right.
The only restriction right now is, one, we only have enough terrain because we're using period terrain to fill up a 22 by 30 inch table. If I can get my hands on more terrain that's period terrain, I'm not 3D printing anything. I'm not making anything. It has to be vintage. The point of Dan 25 is that we're doing this old miniatures. Everything's period.
Yep.
We're giving a treatment to this game that our teenage selves could not give. Because you played this game when you were 13,
I was
14?
13, grade 9. I started playing this game.
Yeah. I played it in university in 99. So I was technically still in high school. I graduated in 99. And then my first year of university was fall of 99, which is when this would have come out. So I would have been in university technically when this came out. And that's when I started playing it. So we're both teenagers. I'm technically still a teenager. You're actually a teenager playing this game. But I'd been playing it up until release too, because I'd been playing it at a White Dwarf because it was released 8 months before it actually came out over 7 issues of White Dwarf.
Which is really cool.
Which is very cool. It means that all my original Mordheim gangs anyway are just Warhammer miniatures.
Yep.
As they were for a bunch of people. So, so I'll show you my main numbers. We'll show you the table. We'll show you the factions. We're gonna re-roll any duplicate scenarios until we run out of scenarios from the core rulebook, and we'll get this underway. All right, so here it is. Period Mordheim all set up. We have 2 warbands to kick ourselves off, and you can see here I've also got my City of the Damned terrain set. I painted up, I basically limited myself to the 10 models that come in the starter set for the Human Mercenaries. I did a Middenheim warband. So my captain here, he has a sword, a dueling pistol, and I believe just a dagger. And that's all I've started him off with because we're going for numbers if we can. His name is Volker. He has the leader skill, obviously, and he has +1 strength because he is a Middenheim captain. That's their sort of like provincial bonus. I have Udo, my first champion. He has a sword, an axe, and a wolf cloak. He's my crazy fighter guy back here. And then we have his brother, who looks a lot like him, which is Wolfgang. Wolfgang has a crossbow, which I'm also counting as a club because he hits people with it. So he also has a club, a dagger, and a wolf cloak. Then I've got Christoph, my first youngblood. He has a bow, a hammer, this is him right here, bow, hammer, and dagger. And Joseph, my other youngblood, who has a bow, a sword, and a dagger. He's right there. Then in my henchmen, I have 2 groups. I have a group of swordsmen. They have hammers and swords. And then I have a group of huntsmen who have bows and swords. Everybody fights, but everybody also sometimes shoots. And then my last miniature, if I do get a chance to recruit over these 3 games, I just want a blunderbuss. I want one so bad, so I built a guy with a blunderbuss just because it's fun. And then we got Chase's Undead. What do we got in the Undead over here?
Okay, we'll start with my vampire up here, Count de Monet. He has a sword, dagger, and surprisingly, he's one of the best shooters in my warband. He has a bow as well.
So why not?
Exactly.
And you used the original Vlad von Karstein miniature with his giant Karstein ring. I like how you've got a lot of Mordheim stuff in here, but this kind of represents the fact that you got into this in 2000 during like the second printing of the game. So you have like a Mordheim bunch of like young bloods that you're using as your drags.
Yep.
But you also, and you have the wizard from the Necromancer or the Undead Warband box, but then you have like a collection of other fantasy miniatures. So what else is here?
All right, we got my Necromancer up there. He has a sword, dagger, and bow as well, because he's the next best shooter in the game.
Yep.
I haven't rolled actually the spell yet.
Okay, we'll do that on camera. Why don't you roll, just grab a d6 and see what you get, because you get a randomly generated spell.
5. I think that's a good one.
It might
better
be
than 3.
If it's Dance Macabre, it's a good one because you need Dance Macabre to even do anything a lot of the time. So in the magic section, I used to have all of this memorized. It's right before the campaign section, I believe. Skills, and then spells. All right, so Necromancy 5 is Call of Van Hell. A single zombie or direwolf within 6 of the Necromancer may immediately move up to its base movement again.
Nice.
If this movement's into base contact, it counts as a charge. So you can basically charge for magic now.
That's fantastic.
That is very important for the Undead Warband. That's a great roll.
Nice. All right, so yeah, that's my Necromancer up there. Then I have down here with the spear, my dredge. He is named Patricia Reginald III, but just with a spear.
Patty Spear, yeah.
Patty Spear, that's it. Then we have another one over here called the Mule, because he has his backpack on, sword and dagger.
Yep.
That's all he has. And then we have a Bucket over here. He has a hammer and dagger, because I couldn't afford the sword yet.
Yep.
He will be upgraded with a sword.
I love that they're all thralls, basically. They're just guys that the vampire's bitten and taken with him.
So that's all my heroes.
Okay.
I have the twins, which is my 2 ghouls right here. The only ones that can actually gain experience for the henchmen.
Yeah, you really...
That's it.
They didn't come in the box, and they're so important to the Warband build, so it's cool that you have ghouls. Then what else?
I have 5 zombies called the Shambles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then I have Fluffy, the direwolf.
The single direwolf?
Single direwolf. That's it.
Sweet. So those are our starting warbands. Now you've also brought an extra zombie, an extra ghoul,
extra
direwolf, and potentially a hired sword. You've got
a warlock.
The Talisman Wizard, which is a great miniature. And you can see he's from Talisman because he's on a round base. All right, and here is our period gaming table. As you can see, we've set up here. This great gaming mat's from Jugorama. It's our one modern sort of like conceit that we have for this. But even we didn't have no modern measuring gauges. Even the red whippy sticks have come back. But I've created a modern measuring gauge by clipping it into an 8-inch section. This was the trick we did before we had these, is we built them into subsets. We've got all the original box set terrain so far. So this is the corner house. We've got the longhouse, the 2 other sort of like corner ruins. I based up the fireplace. This actually never worked very well as a bridge. It works better as a just another terrain piece, almost like a fortification hooked onto a building. And then the trick to getting these to work, because you had to literally put the buildings next to each other if you wanted to use some of these gantries, is glue 2 together and you can make them longer. So you can actually have like walkways and stuff in between the buildings and not have the buildings be almost touching each other. We have the 2 barricades painted up, and of course the fountain, and that's it. That's our terrain selection so far. So that's why a copy, I figure we can get to 3x3 with a copy of Blood in the Streets and that 1 extra 6th edition building. But the tricks to making this look good is you use a Sharpie to block out the edges of the card, make yourself some nice basing for it. If you guys want me to do a video on zhuzhing up this kind of terrain by making basing stuff, this is just MDF, sand, Mod Podge, and dollar store kids foam. It's just craft foam. And to make all the cobblestones and stuff, you just cut it out to the shape you want and then use a pencil to draw the cobblestones on. And once you Mod Podge it, it's hard. Like, it's not going anywhere. You can make cobbles real easy. I'll do a whole video on making this stuff if you guys want me to, if I can get my hands on more terrain. So I need to, because I need to have the terrain to do it with this time around. And yeah, and so to just do like warband separation, all we do is when we roll the scenario, we reduce deployment zone till you're touching the back edge, and you'll be 22 inches apart and it'll be fine. We got our wonderful gaming accessories. So the game came with obviously the most important thing, which is the playing card. And if you've never seen this playing card, it serves no in-game purpose. I once asked Alex Boyd at a games day why the playing card was in there, and he said, because you just do stuff to make people ask that question. I said, that's the best possible answer to that question. We had space on the cardboard, so we stuck a playing card in. We have our little hidden counters, and then we've got our weirdstone markers, weirdstone chunks, and of course you get the treasure chest in the accessory sprue for the treasure chest hidden treasure mission. Good thing is, if you didn't own a Sucrets tin to put your dice in, well, I don't know what you were doing at 99 with your life, but it wasn't wargaming. My scatter dice, I got my little teeny dice, and I've also got my Warhammer Quest wound dice, which are important if you have more than one wound. The only model on this table that cares about that is the vampire. So for our first campaign mission, we have to roll to see what we are playing. And that means going to the scenario section. This is proper wargaming art right here. All right, so the player with the lowest warband rating on the scenario table rolls the scenario table to see what we're playing. Warband rating is your number of guys in the warband. So for me, it's 9 times 5 plus your total experience, which for me is 36, because I have 2 champions. They each have 8, and my warband leader has 20. So mine is going to be 81, and yours is
83.
All right, roll 2d6 on the starting the game table. I got a 5. Play scenario 3, Weirdstone Hunt. Good one to start off with because it's gonna make us rich. So we place our ruins, which is done for terrain. Scattered in the ruins of Mordheim are innumerable tiny shards of priceless Weirdstone. That's why we're here. It often happens that 2 warbands come up on the same area, and only a battle can determine who will pick up the spoils. In this scenario, warbands encounter each other while scavenging in some ruined warehouse, vault, temple, or other potentially rich building. Actually, it just matters that the Weirdstone rained down on the planet. Once you place the terrain, put some Weirdstone counters on the table to represent where the shards are. There will be D3 plus 1 counters in total. D3 plus 1 for me. 2. 2 shards of Weirdstone will be on the table. Each of us gets to place a counter. We roll off to see who places first. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 4.
10 from, they have to be in a building, 10 from the edge of any table edge, and then 6 of each other. So basically along the middle line, not within 6 of each other.
I like it on the ground floor.
Because it's at 22 inches apart.
My guys don't climb. Zombies don't know how to climb.
I want to climb, so I think I put it here. All right, so the first chunk's up in this building, and then you've put yours on ground floor because you have zombies, and they don't
Zombies.
climb. Zombies don't climb, although they can use ladders like anybody else. So all you have to do to pick one up is move into contact with it. You can carry any number of counters with no penalty, and once it's been picked up, you're basically holding it until you go to action, in which case it's just placed next to you.
Gotcha.
Warbands then roll a d6 to see who to place first, and it's within 8 inches of a table edge. We're just going to go board contact for this one because obviously we're not on a very large board yet. And then experience for this game is +1 for surviving, +1 for the winning leader, +1 per Weirdstone counter if a hero or henchman carries one, and +1 per enemy you take out of action. Not downed or stunned, but actually out of action. And then warriors earn 1 shard of Weirdstone for each counter that's still in their possession at the end of the game. The game ends when 1 warband fails a route test. Hold stuff and kill each other. All right, so D6 to see who's deploying first. I got a 5.
I got a 2.
All right, so I choose this side, and I'll deploy first. My deployment's done. I have one of my huntsmen hanging out with the Youngblood Kristoff. Then we have the champion, who is Wolfgang, hanging out with the other archer. Then over here, we've got the Youngblood, which is Joseph, hanging out with one of my hammers / swordsman. And then we have Udo, who's my fighting champion, with the boss, Volker. And then the last of the swordsmen. All right, and the undead lining up, we've got the direwolf.
That with 3 zombies. We got the mule, necromancer, bucket, and another ghoulie over here.
All right.
A zombie standing right here. We got Patricia, Reginald III, hanging out with his vampire buddy.
What's the vampire's name?
Oh, vampire. Count de Monet.
Count de Monet.
Count de Monet.
All right, perfect.
The
money.
The money.
French for the money. It's not, but yes.
And another zombie over here.
Got it. Turn 1. Let's see who's going first. I got a 2.
You get 5.
A 5. Okay.
Right.
So you are going first, sir. So any charges to declare?
No charges to declare. No statuses to go over, knock down, or stun. So they're just going to start moving.
Okay. So some things with the Undead Warband. You guys are all immune to psychology if you're undead. So like the zombies. I think even the ghouls are still immune to psychology.
They are.
I know that the zombies and the direwolves are.
No, the ghouls are just cause fear.
They just cause fear.
They just cause fear.
Everything causes fear that's not a Dreg or a Necromancer, so I got to make fear tests. Remember, this is old school fear. So if you charge me and I fail a fear test, I hit you on 6s.
That's right.
And if I try and charge you, I have to make a psychology test, and if I pass, I can. Otherwise, I just stand there and pee my pants. So there's gonna be some stuff happening there. Now you also can't march with your zombies.
Or the direwolf.
Or the direwolf. But he can walk 9.
They can charge normally, right? But they just have to walk.
Yeah, so because of the turn structure, you got to declare any charges you want to make.
Yep. So no charges.
And then everybody gets to go to compulsory and then remaining moves. So stupid would happen to the compulsory moves. Same with frenzy, then remaining moves.
Okay, everyone's going to zombie's going to zombie up 4 inches.
Brains.
Another 4 inches up to here.
Now they have no ability to earn experience, so you do not want them carrying Weirdstone because you'd lose out on the experience point for doing that. Although they could carry it in like dire straits. They are simply there to eat arrows.
That's it. That's all. Run.
Shambling into the ruins.
Yeah, I'm going to run you up.
Now you have to check to see if I'm within 8 inches. I know I'm not.
You're not 8 inches,
you can
but
run if I'm not within 8 inches.
Yes, and
Remember,
that's
anything that's an inch or less tall, you can just hurdle over.
So then before I actually move to anything, I should declare my runs as well. Run.
No, you don't declare runs.
Declare runs?
No, you don't declare runs. You just declare your charges.
Okay. He's going to run up. Just other side of this cover. Because he's going to get shot to pieces. I know it.
Well, remember, I have to shoot the closest thing. So as long as zombies are in front of you, I have to shoot the closest thing I can see, unless I'm elevated.
Moving back a little bit.
Yeah, unless I'm elevated.
Here.
Turn limit, remember, either. It's just until one of us routes. But you start making route tests when I kill 25% of your models. That includes your zombies.
Yes.
So my route number, because I have 9 guys, is after I've lost 3 guys out of action, I start making route tests. You have how many?
I have 13, so it'd be 4.
4 guys to start route tests. Yeah, you always want to have your warband be divisible by 4 plus 1. Because if you can do that, it's 1 extra guy that has to go down before it breaks. Yeah, it's moving up. The dregs are all like, hide behind the zombies.
We got this.
Don't get shot. Any magic in the movement phase? Because you can force a guy to move again within 6.
Yep, but I want to fire his bow, I think.
You see, now here's the reason you want to do that, though. You'll have a zombie always be closest if one of them moves ahead again.
Oh, that's true. So let's do that.
So just as like a thing, I almost always, when I played Undead, pushed a guy forward just to make sure that the zombie was always the closest guy to force my opponent to try and climb. Because I can't shoot and run, right? So I can only move 4 inches and still shoot my weapons. 6 plus on 2 dice.
Let's go with the zombie right here.
So a casting roll. Starting the shooting phase
now.
Nope. It doesn't get it.
Nope,
oh, man,
done.
Okay.
Then Vampire's going to shoot his bow.
Okay. What's the closest thing you can see?
I think the one straight there.
This guy?
I think that'd be the straightest one.
Not Udo. All right, well, shoot Udo.
Okay. So I moved. That's -1.
-1, yeah.
I'm BS4.
And you're long range. You're over half.
Range.
Yep. It's just a bow, so you're -1 again.
So I'm hitting on 6s then, I think.
Looks like it.
All right.
Are you BS4 or 5?
I'm BS4.
So then you're sitting on 5s.
10 on 5s?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3.
Okay.
And then you have to add whatever's left and try and get a 7. Is the formula.
Nope, misses.
No. Shooting phase, there is no close combat phase. Nobody routed or rallied, so it's on to my turn 1. Declare? None. Let's start moving. All right, well, I'm also not within 8, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to take the high ground. So it's going to get me 2 inches to get to this ladder. The ladder itself is 2.5, so that's going to leave me with 3.5 inches to move. So from the ladder, this guy's going to run up here. Now he ran, which means no shooting. My champion's going to do much the same thing. It's going to cost him 1.5 inches to get there. We know it's 2.5 up, so that goes to 4, which means he can move another 4 inches, but can't move through his friend. So he's going to go take up space up here. Youngblood, however, is just going to move 4 inches to try and take a bow shot behind that wall. And the last archer will move 2 to the ladder, 2.5 to get up, which leaves me with 3.5. I won't have the space to go anywhere else. I'm just going to get behind this wall over here to start shooting. Well, cover seems to be important because I don't know why, but these undead are shooting at me, which seems weird. Udo's going to run forward, try and take cover behind this wall. The boss will do the same behind this wall. Oh, geez, I'm just knocking over this paper train that I've leaned up as if it's heavy. And then stay there, and then so will you. Joseph, you're going to walk over here. You don't have a hope in heck of actually hitting anything, but you might as well try. And then we'll run, I think, with this swordsman. He's going to go 4, because I've made myself a cool measuring gauge. And then 4 again over to here. Movement phase over. The vast majority of these guys ran, so they can't do any shooting. But I could shoot with my Youngblood. So this is going to be Christoph. He's going to take a shot into the closest thing you can see, which is a zombie. Skill 2, because he's just a kid. Just a kid with a bow.
It should be over 15 inches if it's bow.
Oh, it's definitely over 15 inches. Yep. So he's going to be -2, which means he needs a -3 because of cover. He needs an 8 to hit. He's at -1. So he needs to roll a 6 and a 5. No. The same over here for Joseph. He needs the exact same roll, but this time he's shooting at a ghoul. That's all I can see. 6 and a 5. No. It's turn 1, so we're into turn 2.
8, I don't think.
I mean, your direwolf can charge 18.
He can, but I don't think he can
charge
see
that
anybody.
whole stick. All right, fair enough.
You don't think
not even over here? Not even these guys?
Nope. That corner's blocked off there.
Perfect.
You cannot
Nailed it, Ash. Good job.
There you go. Gonna move up.
Now remember, you can charge your direwolf with a 9-inch charge, basically, if you get him to Van Hels. The Van Hels can cause a charge if you move 9 again.
Ooh, I think it's 8 inches they move?
9.
Or 9
they
inches.
move 9.
Oh, God, that's
They're shockingly
amazing.
fast, yeah. Direwolves are crazy fast.
Gonna move up to that corner there.
Bork.
Zombie's gonna move up 4 inches. Same with this zombie.
It's very cautious zombies. Moving the cover.
Over to here. Zombie's gonna just run up 4 inches.
Like, I'm the bait.
I'm definitely the bait. Yeah, the bait.
Shoot for the head.
How far is that? Within 6 inches. So I have to move my necromancer
it's something you
up
can see within 6 to drop the Van Hels on it.
to here. Cool.
Run just hopping out the wall there.
Yep. Right next to here.
Okay.
Hopefully you miss it everything.
I mean, it's possible I do.
Let's see
He's
here.
there. He's there to shield for the vampire.
Yeah, he's gonna run up as well as 8 inches.
That vampire wants that weird stone.
And same with this guy here. Hey, he's gonna run over here.
It is good to feed experience to the young ones early because they level every 2 in the beginning.
Yep.
Oh, we got a goal coming.
And also this guy's
They're flanking.
4 inches. And what do we want to do with the vampire? He's going to get shot at. I know he's going to get shot at.
Only by elevated guys. You have 2
It's
wounds
true.
as well, remember? So you can take it. You can take a hit
Take
before
it,
you
but
even
he got
start
like
wounding.
3 guys with bows up there. 4 guys with bows up there. You have a lot of
never
bows.
gonna. I'm just gonna shoot things that I can hope to kill.
Yep. So I think I am actually just going to run. He can move 6 inches. He's going to run up to inside this building.
He can run 12.
He
Oh
can
my
run
god!
12.
You can just go
right?
touch. You can just go grab the weird stuff.
I could. But you know what? I'll wait for the next turn. He's going to run up here underneath everything so no one can see him yet.
Okay, just behind a wall.
I
Like, fight
want to
do
eat
it.
you next turn.
Fair enough.
Okay, so shooting. He's going to do his spell onto the direwolf. Hope I can charge something. Looking for a 6 or something like that. Got it.
Got it. It's a 9-inch charge.
9-inch charge. Are you within 9 inches?
So you can move him up to 9. It'll make him closest no matter what.
I think that guy would be in 9
Oh, I'm going to say yes. Yeah, yes.
All
Go for
right.
him. The first fight of the game. So I got to make a fear test because it counts as a charge. Now, luckily, my leader is right next to me, so I can use his leadership instead of my own. It's an 8. He passes. So he's not afraid of nobody. Yeah, a couple more zombies.
And the Youngblood, the dredges.
Oh, the dregs.
The dregs.
The
He's
dregs.
just going to run over this side over here.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't get shot too bad.
The dregs just want to survive for a game.
That's
because
about-
if they do, they level. As long as they survive once and do something, they level. All right, your other bow is not
he's
happening.
vampire there. He's like there.
Yeah.
So the attack. I get 2 attacks that I charged with him.
You do get slavering charge. So normally one attack on direwolves, but 2 because you charge. What's your weapon skill?
What skill is 3?
So this is a swordsman. He's weapon
Yep.
skill 4. So that means because we're tied but not double +1, you're going to hit me on 4s.
Okay.
That's a 6. I can't parry either of those because you are rolling the high dice, the thing I have to try and
Yep.
parry with my sword. So you just hit me twice. What's your strength?
Strength of,
Is it 4 from slavering charge?
It's 4. Strength 4.
Okay, so it's going to be on 3s to wound, toughness 3. Oh dear. Okay, well that's a problem. I'm not
okay.
wearing armor. So go ahead and make your out of action rolls. On a 5, 6, I got out of action. On a 1, 2, I'm knocked down. 3, 4, I'm stunned. Double stunned. So I go face down. Oh, right in the swordsman. Just gets bodied by a direwolf. That wasn't what we wanted. I guess we have to murder that guy now. So we are into my turn 2. Now he did not go out of action, so I don't have to make any panic tests. He is, however, stunned. Dude, charge to declare. Well,
That direwolf's going to get eaten.
that's happening, so I think we charge. I will charge my warband leader into you,
Okay.
and I will also charge this swordsman into a ghoul,
All right.
and I think Udo... No, you know what? My warband leader is not going to charge. He's going to... It's just Udo's going to charge.
Okay.
Although I don't know if Udo can see him. No, he can't. He can't see him for the boss. Well, all right. The warband leader's going to charge. We got to save this guy, and then so is my young blood. I'm going to... yeah, I need to make sure this happens. Things first, does my warband leader... does he pass his fear check? Is he within 6 of my boss? I think he is.
Should be. Looks like
Leadership
6.
range? Oh, yeah, he's in range.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be on an 8. He fails, so he just stands there and pees. Then I guess Udo can't. I didn't declare any charges with him, so he's not charging. So my boss, sorry, am I within 6 for this young blood? Is going to be the more important question. He's leadership 6 otherwise, which is not great. Oh yeah, he's good. He's in range. So leadership 8 for that one. Yeah, he's not afraid of nobody. He's gonna go over here, and then my leader himself on an 8. Also
No,
fails.
it's like, nope.
The kid's by himself. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, no, I get to move other guys. Hang on here. I get to move.
We don't have to move them, you know, Ash.
We're gonna move, I'm moving, so I'm gonna move over here into this window. I'm going to run. Yeah, I'm gonna run my crossbow over here and just pick up this weird stone because I want it. And then I'll finish my run over there so I can see you. Udo can walk. He's just gonna. This vampire is going to eat this guy if I don't do something about it. So I'm going to run. Oh, I can't run. I can only walk now because you're within 8. So I'm going to walk over. I can walk 4. I can at least charge block you slightly over here, which I will. That's all my movement. We've been failed by 2 failed fear tests, unfortunately, here. So shooting phase, I failed a fear test, so I can't do anything. I failed a fear test, so I can't do anything. This young blood is going to take a shot at that ghoul. So your ghoul's in cover. I'm in short range, though, so I'm -1. So I'm going to hit on a 6 here. Come on, bows and arrows.
Oh! Yeah, I do. Toughness on
4
him.
for a ghoul.
4, yes.
Yeah, so I'm strength 3, so I get 5 to wound. No. Archer the second. We're shooting a zombie because we're elevated. So we're going for it. And I shoot that zombie on a... he's not moved, so it's a 4+. Is he within 12? Nope. He did move. He's going to shoot a dreg.
Okay.
Because why not? So he's moved. We're in short range, though. Cover, so -2, so it's on a 6 he'll hit.
Whoop.
No, that's all my shooting. Great job, guys. Great job. No notes. Okay, so I got 1 charge in combat. We've got Christoph here. He's a brave boy. He's got a dagger and a hammer. Now, my trick here is I always roll the big dice for the main hand weapon, the small dice for the offhand weapon, which is the dagger, to track which is which when they roll to hit. Yep. He's weapon skill 2, your weapon skill 3, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to hit on 4s. This jabroni rolls over. Ugh. Just a hit. Nothing. Just nothing. Hit back with that wolf.
Oh, hits.
Sure do. Strength 3 against toughness 3 because you're not charging anymore.
That's
and it's a critical hit. Roll a dice to see what happens in the critical hit over here. You get a 1, which is a body blow. Your opponent staggers, allowing you to seize the initiative and make an additional attack. Immediate roll to hit and wound again.
Okay.
It hits. And then does it wound? No, so the second one doesn't wound. So like you've wounded, you've the normal wound that came through then after the body blow. This is 6. I'm just at action. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't get any experience because he's a zombie dog, but that was my turn. Your turn 3. Charges to declare.
I'm assuming he's still engaged with me there. So
He is knocked down, however, right now.
So I'm probably just going to bite him. Charges Ghoul. He's going to charge your guy over here.
Okay.
Van Karstein's going to charge...
Van Monet, you mean?
Van Monet. Going to charge him.
Charge Udo? All right.
Actually, no. Actually, this Ghoulies going to charge Udo if he's in range.
Sure.
And then if he's... And Van Karstein's going to charge your bow guy back there.
Okay.
And then everyone's just going to take a walk up.
So the order you resolve them becomes important because I can intervene in a charge if it's within one of the charge paths otherwise.
So he's going to charge in first. That's definitely an 8.
Okay. So you'll get him. So I'm going to make a fear test on a 7. Nope, he fails. Oh, wait, no. He was within range, wasn't he? But I failed it. That's right.
Yep.
So he passes on an 8.
Next important one. I need one of these measurements. Am I within 8 of him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ghoulies going to charge in 8.
Fear check. I failed that one. So Udo's scared of you. He's going to hit on 6s.
And then Van Karstein.
Fear check here. He's also going to fail, so hit on 6s. Movement phase.
The zombie's going to move up. Go back to the red lippy stick.
I'll walk 4.
Fun. Up to there. And everyone's just going to shamble on forwards. Shambling horde, man. They're coming.
Go get him, zombies.
Yeah.
So your drag grabs the weird stone.
Yep.
He can move backwards again too afterwards, right? It doesn't end his movement.
Yeah, I'm just going to tuck in.
Just hide.
Tuck in. He's got it. He's got it, man. He's too
many-
important.
Too many windows in these movements. You hide this building until the vampire chases everybody else away.
I'm going to... Do I want to run him up or get him?
Well, you're within 8 of me, so you can't run.
I know.
So you gotta walk 4.
Walk 4 around to this here.
Okay.
Just
Necromancer. You can shove a zombie into combat
I can.
if it's within 4 of somebody.
With an 8 of somebody. They can charge 8.
No, it's another
it's
4-inch movement.
Move 4-inch
right?
movement.
It's effectively allowing you to make another move. Right. Any guns?
He only moved 4 inches, so I'm going to take a pot shot at your guy right here.
There you
Crossbow
go.
guy. Yep.
Sorry, that's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
Yep. Don't go for it.
Should be with under 15 because it's a bow.
Gonna get in a gunfight
Totally.
wolf in. It's 12 for a bow, 15 for a long bow.
Okay. I have a regular bow.
Yeah, so it's 12.
Definitely
12 is short range.
Definitely within 12. That's 12 there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I moved. You're in cover. That's -2 to everything. I'm BS skill 3, so that's sixes.
6 is a hit.
Is it? Nope.
I'm at time. Which one would I do first?
Might as well do this one here first.
So you still have to roll to hit me.
Yep.
And wound me?
No, is it?
Or is it just roll to wound when I'm knocked down? No, when I'm stunned, it's just roll to wound. It's still roll to hit wound.
I thought stunned is just take them right out.
I just can't fight back. I'm not stunned. Remember, I rolled over last
That's
time.
right,
I'm
right,
knocked down. So you gotta hit and wound me. Hits. And I see if you wound. No.
Nope.
Stand up, but don't fight back now.
Gotcha. Over here. Ghoulie number 1.
Ghoulie number 1 fighting. Okay, I'm hitting you on 6s because I'm afraid of you, but I can still parry and stuff.
Okay, cool.
You have 2 attacks, I believe, at weapon skill 3.
I do. Weapon skill 3. Actually, weapon skill 2.
Oof. Okay, well, I'm double, but not double +1. So on weapon skill 5, you hit me on 5s, but you hit me on 4s still.
So on 4s? Okay.
1 hit, can't parry a 6. So strength 3 against toughness 3. That'll wound.
Okay.
I don't have any armor, so see what your wound roll is. 4. I'm stunned. Face down. Oh, Udo, you idiot. Keep rolling 6s to hit me.
All right, the other
ghoul?
The other ghoul, let's do it.
All right, I'm not getting to use my parries here. Okay, I could parry this one on a 6. If I roll higher. No, I don't.
Okay.
And then rolling to wound on a 4. That's a critical wound. What kind of crit? You're unarmed.
2.
It's a body blow against you. Get an immediate hit and wound roll. Hits. It's another critical hit. It's +2, no armor save, I think. You get to do another dice roll at +2 to the injury roll because you've super critically hit me.
So I have to roll another dice to...
And this is at +2. An 8, I'm out of action.
It's
Well, it does earn an experience point for that, so make sure you mark that down. It's going quite well for you. So then the vampire, what is he going to do?
He's just going to attack him. So I have a dagger and a sword.
Okay.
He's weapon skill 4.
I did not afraid of you. No, I did afraid of you.
Yep. Whoa. The dagger
6.
hits.
I can't do anything about that. So then rolling to wound, strength 4, so 3 to wound. It wounds. I do get an armor save, though, because you hit me with a dagger of a 6+.
Oh,
yeah, baby!
Oh, nice.
He's mad now. All right, I get 2 attacks. I get a dagger and a sword on this guy. Your weapon skill's 4 or 5?
Weapon skill 4.
So I hit you on 4s.
Yep.
I hit you once with the dagger.
Okay. I want to see if I can parry that with a 6.
You can parry that with a 6, yep.
Oh,
don't. All right. Do I wound you? Strength 3 against toughness 4, so on a 5. I don't. Youngblood did the best of all of them. Okay, I'm down 2 guys now, which means I'm very close to taking a route check. My boss needs to rescue people here. Okay, so turn 3,
actually,
Middenheimers. You're just gonna get to stand up this turn on my turn. That's right.
Yep.
Because you hit me automatically. You automatically take me out if I'm stunned.
Yep.
If I'm knocked down, you had to roll a wound. So you rolled a wound and then you rolled 1 for the result, which means I'm knocked down again. So that means that I have to declare my charges. He won't be able to do anything this turn. I will declare a charge into this ghoul.
Okay.
Debate. I passed this time. That's all my charges. So in we go. Because we got to rescue Udo. He will stand up in the movement phase because he gets to do that now.
Yep.
Because he was knocked down last turn. He will roll over from stunned to knocked down. It's expired, so it's shooting phase now. Crossbow. I'm going to try and kill your necromancer because that's all I can see. So on a 5, I'm bliss skill 3, -1 for your cover. I did not hit you. My archer is going to attempt to do that into the zombie in the open on a 4. I sure do.
Nice.
Wounding on a 4. I sure do. And is there any kind of special action thing for him?
They feel no pain, so if you get stunned, counts as knocked down.
Got it. I stunned you, so you're knocked down. Shoot the next one over. See if I can get him on a 4. I hit. On a 4, I wound. I don't wound. So I'm a shooting. Time to do some fighting. Put my charger over here into this ghoul and see if I can hit you. Small in this case is a pistol because I'm fighting with my
gross.
My gun. Oh no, wait, it's a dueling pistol. I can't use it in melee, so small is going to be a dagger. They both hit. I'm strength 4.
Toughness 4 on those guys.
4s to wound.
Okay. Cool, stands there. Okay.
Fantastic. Cool. Hit me back.
All right. Can I hit your... So, yeah, 2 attacks. I'm still 2, so...
So 4s.
Nothing.
Youngblood o'clock. What's your initiative?
I have an initiative 5.
And then you are going first, sir.
Okay.
I'm skill 2, so 3s to hit. I can't parry either of those. 3s to wound. I think I'm about to start taking route checks. I sure am. That's a
Crit.
crit. So
And
what?
another hit.
And another wound. Yep. So that's I get a 6+ save against the small one. I don't. And then what is this critical? What are you armed with?
Sword.
Okay. +2 no armor saves. So you get +2 to your roll
Okay.
on this first die. I'm at action. That's an
Eat some.
experience point for that guy. Whoa! And I am now officially into route check territory. And then last but not least, I sit up, so I strike last.
Okay. Let me roll 3.
Go for it. That'll hit. Can I parry it on a 5? No. Forced wounds. Wounds. And then
I eat you. I eat you.
I'm at action. Sure. No notes. Okay. Turn 4, Undead.
All right.
I like that this whole thing is kicking off exactly how all my first Mordheim games go.
Van Karsten.
Except my Warband leader hasn't died yet.
Oh, maybe not yet.
I mean,
it may
we'll see.
happen.
We'll declare your charges before
Okay,
anything else.
charging into him.
Yep.
Ghoulies going to charge into your leader?
Sure.
Or into your guy's knockdown still?
If you go into the knockdown
that
guy,
guy.
you'll just take him out of action automatically.
No, he's only knocked down.
Oh, you have to hit him. That's right,
automatically.
you'll hit automatically, yeah.
Wound automatically. All right, so he's going to charge into your knockdown guy.
Okay.
That's all the charges I have. Oh, wait, Direwolf can go. Direwolf's going to go back to your leader as well.
Sure.
It's going to eat him. Okay, that's all the charges. I think everyone should be within range.
Yep. So I got to make a fear check once for the leader because he's down. Yep. He's fine. Once for this guy. He fails, but that's it. Hit on 6s and strike last, but he stands up automatically because you charged him. Well, he doesn't stand up yet. It's the start of his turn. He stands up automatically.
So zombie stands up on it.
So zombie coming around the corner. This guy stood up and moved 2.
Yep. These guys are just going to keep on going. Get to that ladder, hopefully.
Being unstoppable zombies. The arrows do nothing.
Around the corner.
Oh dear.
Necromancer is going to run into cover. I don't like being shot.
My crossbow doesn't like this. I'm gonna walk, yeah.
Because you walk right there. So hopefully, I think a bowman can still see me, but I don't think the crossbow can see me anymore.
Sure.
Okay, that's everything. So let's eat your warband leader.
That sounds great.
Okay,
right,
cool.
So who's going first?
Let's go with Van Karsten. Why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Weapons go 4 as well, so you had me on 4s.
Okay. Dagger hits.
Can't parry the dagger, so it's a 3 to wound. It wounds. I don't get a save because you're strength 4. I forgot about that with the Youngblood.
All right.
I am out of action. That's quick.
So
you hit automatically, roll a wound with this, pick a ghoul. The charging one would go first.
Charging would go first,
So then roll a wound. 1 wound.
Oops, and 5.
I'm out of action.
Okay.
He also gets an experience point. That is everything. Okay, well, I get to now make a route check because I only have 3 models left. So let's see if I pass my route check on a 7. I do. I can stick around for a turn. Anyone can charge me, so it's worth me sticking around for a turn just to try an experience, I think. So let's start killing some folks. I have no movement to make. I'm just gonna start plugging these guys with arrows. So I'm gonna shoot this front guy with an arrow. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna shoot your vampire.
I have bad experience with bows and vampires. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna shoot. Who do I feel like shooting? This crossbow's gonna shoot this drag. Cover something on a 5.
Whoa, hits.
And then it's a 3 to wound, strength 4. Nope. This bow is gonna shoot a zombie. Yeah, I'm equally likely to kill a zombie. No, I'm gonna kill a ghoul because I'm feeling spiteful. That's hard to wound a ghoul. I'm gonna kill this dog that ate my warband. Shooting on a 4.
Hits. I think it's toughness 4.
It is toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
4 to wound.
Right.
Crit.
Oh, geez.
What kind of crit?
The bad kind.
The +2 no armor save kind. And 5, that's an action. Same thing, except we're gonna shoot a ghoul this time. On a 4. Nope. 4, before I voluntarily route. I have to get 3 more guys out of action to force a route check here, which is probably impossible. We're gonna keep going.
He's gonna, why not?
He's not march blocks, so you might as well run for the turn that you can.
12 right up to the ladder.
Right to the ladder, just menace me.
Just like, hey,
this is the turn I fail my route check now. Yeah. Like, oh shit, he's here. Oh shit. Just runs up.
Yep. Actually, take cover. Zombies just poor zombos.
I like how my 2 marksmen and my 1 leader just like, I'm sure glad I didn't leave the ground floor. Just dirtle. This is getting very Dawn of the Dead. This is very end of Dawn of the Dead. We're shacked up in what used to be a mall surrounded by zombies.
Don't I take a pie shot? No, I'm not going to lose him. He's just going to
try and hide.
Hide over here.
Okay.
My heroes are kind of cowardly.
Everyone's just gonna hide.
I was going to hide.
I mean, you need them to get Weirdstone. I don't have anyone who can get Weirdstone now except for this guy. So let's see if we write or not. Let's start my turn. I don't.
There you go.
Do I just voluntarily do it?
I'm going to eat people.
Yeah, your vampire's going to kill me otherwise. I need my hero to survive, so I'm just going to voluntarily route. Get my 1 shard of Weirdstone, and so do you, and that's a good thing because I only have 1 guy who's going to
go hunting.
Actually be able to go searching in the post game. Oh, that went almost exactly how all of my games go. I killed 1 model and lost my entire warband. If I play a campaign game, just for you guys new to the channel, that is traditionally how this works. I needed to have heroes to survive to go hunting for Weirdstone, so I at least got off with 1 piece, which is nice. No one of significance killed anybody, because it was these guys who killed somebody, not my crossbowmen. Most important thing, do any of my swordsmen survive? They were absolute dog water this entire game. So let's see. Henchmen survive on 3+, otherwise they die, I don't have to rehire them. So my first 2 henchmen both survive, they're fine. Important reason to have a big dice, small dice is when you're rolling on the D66 table for people who survive. As long as you can roll a 4+, usually you're fine. A full recovery is 41 to 55. Otherwise, weird stuff starts to happen. Now, traditionally speaking, I will always lose my warband leader in the first game I play of Mordheim. But we're going to start with the Youngbloods instead. So rolling for Christoph. He's dead. Lost one already. Rolling for, that was Joseph. Now for Christoph. 33. He got a nervous condition. His initiative goes down by 1 permanently. Udo, my champion, 25. He gets a smashed leg. So on a 1, he cannot ever run anymore, but still charge. On a 2 to 5, he's going to miss the next game. He just misses the next game. And now the important one. Here we go. This is it for all the marble. What happens to my warband leader? Okay, Volker, how you doing, buddy? Full recovery, baby. We broke the streak. So instead, this is why I rolled them back to front this time. Because remember, if I'd gone front to back with my warband leader first, my warband leader would have died. There's always blood. We always choose violence. So he's super dead. And then this guy lives. Udo's going to miss the next game because his leg got smashed. Nervous too if I'd gotten eaten by a giant undead wolf. One wolf on a 3+. Did I kill anybody?
No, he's still alive.
He's fine. Fluffy's fine. Woof. He's going to earn 1 experience for not being dead. So guess what? You don't get anything. And then 1 for every, if they're a hero, every wound they cause, and if they carry a piece of Weirdstone. So really, it's just going to be Udo who gets 2. Everyone else is going to get 1 experience this game. You're going to get 1 extra experience for Patricia for carrying a Weirdstone, and 1 for surviving. The ghouls didn't get anything for kills because they're henchmen, not heroes. But they get 1 for surviving. And then your warband leader gets an extra 1 because he won the game. Well, it could have been worse, except Udo's going to miss the next game, which is not great. Wolfgang is slightly more experienced. So what are you getting as far as...
experience?
Any experience upgrades, yeah.
Okay, so my vampire gained an experience. He got 4 experience points that game, so he gains an experience.
He got 1 for winning, 1 for living, and 2 for kills.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, you can see a roll right here, Advanced Heroes.
And you get a 4 for your advanced table?
New skill.
Sweet, so you get to pick a skill that you have in the skill tables.
Sweet.
So that's gonna be combat, I think it's everything except for magic, or
I think so.
Education, except shooting. Step aside.
Step aside.
That is the right skill to always take for a combat model. Your drag leveled up. So what do they get? 5?
5, another skill.
Another skill. Taking a step aside on your drag. Okay, so now we're in an exploration roll. We roll D6 for every hero who survived the game. So I get to roll 1. You get to roll 5. Plus 1 because you won the game. All right. So 6. So you get to roll 6 dice to my 1. And then we're looking for doubles, triples, and looking for doubles, triples, and whatevers. So you get double 5s, double 3s, double 1s. It's either a corpse, or an overturned cart. Corpse is good for you.
Yeah, because I can turn it into another zombie.
You can turn it into a free zombie.
I would turn it into a free zombie.
Straggler's a zombie for you.
So I'll do overturned cart thing. That's the best one, I think.
Okay, so then roll a D6 and see what you find in your overturned cart. 2. You're going to get Mordheim map. Total value of 18. You get 4 Weirdstone shards. Plus the one you found is 5. Get 1, because I can't roll higher than this. Yeah, good job, Wolfgang. So Wolfgang finds 1, and I have the one I found for 2. It's your warband now.
I still have 13 models.
Okay. So with 13 models, how many shards would you like to turn in?
Turn them all in.
The most optimum,
it's the
5 will get you 70 crowns. If you save 2, you'll get 55.
Okay, let's save 2 then. Turn 3.
Or you could save 1 and get 60. Like it goes up 10 once you get to 5.
Right.
55, you're going to take 3 and put 2 in the bank?
Yeah, put 2 in
All
the bank.
right. Both mine in for 50, and immediately I'm going to have to recruit a Youngblood. He's doing a 63. My Youngblood costs 35, so I'll have 28 in the bank. Spent my last 25 gold to buy boiled leathers for all the heroes, which means that it's miscellaneous equipment. They get a 6+ save, but I can't combine it with armor. I can combine it with miscellaneous equipment like the wolf cloaks, though. So I'll have a 5+ save against shooting for Udo and my marks. 3 crowns in the bank after I rehire. I'm going to go to the Mordheim name generator and give myself a new Mindenheimer name. Immediately I rolled a Hans, so that's what we're going to have. All right, and you're going to go hire a ghoul?
Another ghoul for 40
All right, so you got to see what the experience pool is. So roll a die. You have 1
dice?
experience. I think it's 2 dice, yeah.
Yep. Hey,
9 experience are available, so you find a relatively experienced ghoul with 1 experience to hire.
Hey.
And then anybody else?
That's all I'm hiring. I got 16 gold crowns. I may buy some equipment. I think I might just buy a dagger for Patricia with a spear, so he has 2 weapons.
You can never use a dagger with spear.
As a 2-handed? Okay.
Well, it's 2-handed, but you could buy a second. You get a free dagger. You could buy a second dagger so you could switch to those and get 2 attacks.
Well, that was fun.
Well, that went exactly the way all of my first games of Mordheim go, except I didn't lose my Warband leader because I rolled them back to front instead of front to back. Otherwise that Youngblood would have been my Warband leader. I've learned to do this now. So the fate's not
After so many
me.
games of losing your leader.
I also didn't try and find a lucky charm, which I should have done for my leader now. I just bought them boiled leathers because I want everyone to have leathers because that way they have armor of some kind. It especially helps against all the dagger attacks when you get +2, basically.
Exactly, 5+ save, right?
Save. Doesn't help when a vampire stabs you though because he's strength 4. I'd get a 6 then.
Yeah.
So your vampire and his tribe of orphans have now.
Oh well, you can give those orphans a nice home. Just saying.
I'm just saying, your Warband is a creepy old man, a vampire, like a real Jermaine Clement looking guy. He's got a real what we do in the shadows kind of energy,
Absolutely.
And then a bunch of children and degenerate zombies. So. I'm just gonna let Udo recover, and we'll be back for the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll be doing this. I'll just do these every week as we get to record them. So whenever the next person comes in, I'll probably try and do this with Jordan relatively soon. This should be like an unbroken series for at least 6 episodes, and then it'll be dependent upon the next person that volunteers to bring a warband we haven't seen yet, and then play a warband that I haven't played yet. So I hope you enjoy this. So you got at least a month and a half's content of this going through until mid-March, and hopefully they'll just be contiguous until we run out of warbands to try and do, or people stop volunteering. All right, so thanks for watching. We'll see you for more of our Damn 25 project, which is my 2024 ode to Mordheim. Until then, I'm Ash. Have a good night.